Well, it looks like today is shop cleaning day. I'm gonna have to clean up. I'm cleaning off the assembly table, which can only mean one thing. There's a big project in the works. Is it that? Is it that? Maybe it's one of these. You'll have to subscribe to find out. But coming up though, I do have a big project that's going to take this whole table and a lot of workspace. And I'm going to get, first thing I'm going to do is get the Nova out of here. The Disco Nova needs to be parked somewhere else. I'm scratching it up. It's getting all these metal shavings on it. I mean, the paint's horrible anyway. But still, I'd like to, this is just like metal dust and it's running it. I want to back it out and wipe it off and probably park it in the other garage for a day or two. And just so I can have room to clean, I gotta clean these floors. I made a mount for the trimmers. It used to be right here, but I'm wanting to put this toolbox back against this wall. It used to be over here. But first I have to take this rack down. But I do not like these trimmers where they're at. I want to be able to use this door. I've never used this door. I've had it sealed shut since we built this garage, and we probably haven't opened it in 10 years. This table's been here at least 10 years. So I'm going to put some latches on it. I've only got it latched with that block of wood. I'm going to put some good latches on it, and I'm probably going to move these things over to the other garage. I just don't want the string trimmers in here. I don't want to put them in the outbuilding where they can freeze, because you know everybody knows this modern fuel loves water and cold air. But I want to move this stuff around and come back to you. Well, I've got the assembly table cleaned off and got this toolbox over here out of the way. I still don't know what to do with this crap here. I believe I'm going to move these string trimmers over to the new garage. That's where I put the Disco Nova. It looks good in there. My wife doesn't agree, but it looks good in the garage. Cool. Now I've got all this room to move this junk over one more time. Oh, so much junk. And I hauled 2 pickup loads out of here. I hauled 5 5-gallon buckets of oil to the recycle center. And there goes the truck. I still got, what, 3 more? This one's empty, I believe. Look, both of those are empty. That one's full. Oh, it accumulates over time. Let's see what's in the Scamazon box. Let's use the assembly table since it's never been cleaned off in about 10 years. Fluid extractor. I needed that the other day for a master cylinder, but I used a turkey baster instead. Now we've got one. This is a hose for a sandblaster that we've never had. We've had this sandblaster, it's brand new. We've had it for years. They've never had a hose for it. My son got it somewhere and it was in the box and we took it apart. It never had a nozzle, never had a hose. So I ordered a nozzle a long time ago, but I never could find a hose to fit it. So I've got, this is a high pressure fuel line, but it's, I think it's 3/8 inside down. Crank for the old blue Chevy, old blue. And finally, we're going to be able to use this door. We've got latches for it. I'm going to move this table out and clean behind it and wipe this dirty door off that we haven't been able to get to. I'll probably move these string trimmers over to the other garage temporarily, which means permanent. But let's see what happens. We get moved around here and we'll get set up. Okay, so now I want to try to get this door open. Got these little guys. I'm going to put these on first because I've got it. That block has got the seal pressed down pretty good. So if I go ahead and put these on now, I know they're going to be holding the seal down. There's even some holes that line up. It comes with the self-tapping screws. Awesome little bag that's reusable. So it even got little washers on them. I don't know what they're for. But I'm going to get us a driver for this and be right back. Well, that's no good at all. They're 5/16 screws, but they do not, the holes are too big. So I'm gonna have to probably move it down to here. Or this one. I'll probably move it down to that one. Let me get rearranged here. And I've got that one on there. It's tight too. Boy, I wish I hadn't put this here now. That has stabbed me in the head. I think I'm going to take that off. I thought it'd be a great place to hang these, but now that there's no table here, it's just an eye poker. So I'm going to put one of these on the other side and move those move at least one trimmer. May not have to move it, we'll see. Let me put this on over back. And I know one thing, the shrapnel that comes off of those screws when you're drilling them will burn you up. Now I gotta get this block out. Now, for the first time in, God, 15, 20 years, I'm going to attempt to open this door. I don't know, have I got springs on it? Yeah, it's got cables. I think it's got that weird cable system that goes inside its torsion spring. Let's see. Oh yeah. Get the weed eater just like I thought. Anything else in the way? Holy cow. First time I've had that door open in years. It's awesome. Now we got a 3-bay garage again. Excuse me. Well, that's cool. Let's move on to something else. Now we can walk straight to the truck. So let's put the window crank on. Let me see if I can find the tool that takes that off. There is a window crank removal tool here. Y'all know it and I know it, but I can't find it. I gotta get this open. What am I doing? What am I gonna do? Shoot, yeah. It's even made out of the same Chinesium that this one was made out of, which means the knob is going to last just as long. Hey, this says Taiwan. That may last 100 years. I couldn't find my window tool, but I used a pick. I also found down in the pocket of the truck, Andy Griffith, I love to tell stories. Well, how about that? Well, let's see if that'll play. I got a bunch of tires I gotta get rid of. All my blowouts I've had on the trailer. Now, we'll leave the rubber ring on there. Shit, all we have to do is just pop it on there. Oh boy. That's not had a knob on it in forever. I'm sure it'll come off right in my hand. It feels cheesy. Okay, one project done. We've been butt first in the whole day. But first I need to do this, but first we need to do that. Now I've had all this water coming in. A couple years ago we had gutters put on and they got screens on them and water just pours over them. They come and reattached them last year, they fell off. And now it's doing it again. It's just, I mean, just dumping water, and it's, I already had rod here, but now it's just coming in under the doors wildly. It wasn't doing that before. At least before, when it ran off the house, it was shooting out here somewhere. But I don't know what to do. I'll get up there and clean it, I guess. The clean free gutters that you don't have to clean. All right, what's next? This is junk. We've got the door thing. I think I'm going to clean this floor up a little bit and squeegee it out. And then we'll move on to something else. Be right back. Well, that's a little better. I'm going to clean and reseal this whole floor. Ouch. There's that stupid thing again. I gotta get rid of that. Stabbed me right in the back. Well, it's time to close these doors and start working on the inside. These daggone Meth Valley G-Nats are eating me up down here. So let me close these doors up, put the water hose away, and we'll start working on some stuff over here. Now, we've got the door done. It's clean. A little bit of purple power and some nasty water. Look at that. Now this door finally looks like the rest of them. Yuck. Well, that's a job for the granddaughter. She loves doing this kind of work. She'll be over in a couple days. We'll put her on this task. Next thing I gotta do is clean the top of this. The battery went dead. I don't know where it went dead at. I'm gonna clean the top of this cabinet off and try to put that blue box up on top. It's been in the floor under that table forever. But now I think I got a place to put it, but so much crap. This is a piston out of a small block 350 4-bolt main. And it was a pain to get out. It didn't really damage the block, but it did bust one of the cylinders. See if it's it over here in the floor. I can still hear the cars going by even inside. I think it's that one there. But it's a good block. I thought about having it re-sleeved, but who knows what other kind of damage has been done to it. This is a Vortec 350 out of a 90s model Yukon or something like that. It's got really good heads on. I may do something with that. But right now, I'm going to try to get all this crap and figure out what's up there down and then put this box up there. This used to be on the back of my car. One of my friends painted on there. And I found the decal. Little green goblin. I don't know what he's called. He's from the 70s, but he's awesome. This is all the different things we've used over time. Promax, what we put on Cody's truck. Comp cans, what we put in both of our vehicles. We ordered a lot of our parts from there. I don't know who we used dart heads on. Thrush exhaust or what's on the Nova. Low cars, the dipstick and things for the Nova. And those Moon's Eyes. I don't know if we got any Mooney stuff or not. I don't think so. But I've got some handles I'm going to put on this cabinet and then we'll put it up there. Well, I got the box up there. It's a little long, but it fits. Of course, I wish the handles were down here. I can turn the doors upside down, I guess. It doesn't fit all the way back. I could probably put some stuff behind there. There's all kinds of, I dug all kinds of treasures off from up there. Soap Sunoco can. And that's a real one. It's not one of them flea market ones, that's a fake. But it does say liters on it, so it can't be real old. It says 5 US gallon. Mercury made. Mercury made. Here's a sand rolling around it. It's got a date on it. It says SAE 20 on the side. So they must have used the same can for everything, just stamped it. I don't see a date. Okay, right there. That says copyright 1946, but that's probably not when it was made. I don't know why they would have put liters on it in 1946. Then I found a can of Union 76 Super Motor Oil. Full. It looks new. I mean, it looks great. Rusty up here, dirty. And here's the spout that goes with it. How many people remember these? Anybody? And I found some little, we used to have a little Volkswagen bus that we drove to shows. Ooh, here. It's remote control. I wonder where the remote is to it. This thing's made. Well, apparently it's remote control and I don't have it. Turn it back off anyway. I want to run the battery now. And this is cool. It's a Pez dispenser. And I don't know what that thing is on Wistrol or something. These were real popular back in the day. I had a friend I used to work with. He would put pills in them and just put random pills and just take them just to guess what they were. But we won't even talk about crazy stuff like that. I wasn't into that. And then here it looks like the old distributor out of the Chevrolet. Rotary button. Fuel pump out of something that's probably bad. I don't know why it's in there. I'm getting kind of hoarse. Found some Bondo and paddles and a brand new mixing board that's got the peely paper on it. I like them. Cool. We're gonna do some body work anyway on the Chevrolet. And I haven't been able to get in this cabinet because there's been so much junk piled in front of it. It's got all kinds of treasures. A buttload of Bobcat stuff. This is all Bobcat stuff here. Squeeze bulb for the fuel. A block that came out of the, this came out of the skid steer that we've got out there. This block did, this John Deere. I had no idea what it goes to. It was laying in the bottom of it, the bolts. There's some quick connect fittings, some wire loom, a bunch of Chevrolet stuff back in there. That's a seal kit for a Chevrolet, that box is. Here's a Holley Street Avenger carburetor. There is a carburetor in there. I got it off my friend Willie. And I had no idea what's in these boxes. There's a set of headers in one of these, or a distributor in one of these. And there's a intake there. There's some wire line. We're going to move our air lines around. Racing helmet. That's a Bell, I think. A racing helmet. No, it's a Simpson. And some cleaning supplies. I ain't been in here in a while. I need to clean this out and just see what is in here. I know there's a set of headers. I think that's headers in that box. I believe one of these is a distributor, and I'm not sure what's in the others. We'll have a fun day. We'll empty it out here in a day or two. That's just chemicals in that one. I got a lot more stuff on that wall that I've not went through. There's all kinds of cars. That's a Isuzu, Isuzu V-Cross. I had one of them. It's one of the greatest cars I've ever owned. It was awesome. It was built. They only built a handful of them. They built them for the Dakar Rally and some other things like that. And I happen to have the privilege of having one. They didn't make that many, and they're hard to find now. But back in the day, man, those things were awesome. True four-wheel drives. They have stick. Actually, I've got two of them. There's two yellow ones there. But mine was burgundy, and I believe we've got a burgundy one here somewhere. It's back in there, I believe. But I'm gonna, not today, but I've got a whole case of license plates. I'm gonna put license plates on this wall that's not painted. I found something else too that was in that cabinet. Some other treasure. Let's see what it is. I'm sure it's some car show. It's from Empty, so that's a Volkswagen supplier. The feet, that must be from the wife back when she was a lot more frisky. For a birthday present or something, who knows. I'm just kidding. But we'll put that up somewhere, we'll put it in a frame. We've got some Holley stuff. I don't know if I give everybody a tour of the shop. Anybody want to, they can comment on these license plates. Tell me what cars they're from. The first one's easy. Second one, not so easy. Third one, and that's from a movie. That is a Cheech and Chong movie. You can just figure out for yourself which one it was. And let's see what else we got in here. Animal House 10 sign over there. Bruce Chutback from Rick and Morty. That's a demon. I think I got that when the demons first come out. Beware of Wife. My wife gives me sound advice, 99% sound, 1% advice. Well, I can't read that when I got flashlights over. Right? This is not a drill. That's one of Mortsky's favorite things. Busted knuckle. Repairs, despair, no one read. We do have a website or a Facebook page called Busted Knuckle Garage. I put a few things on there. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. What's Hal's Root Beer? Busted Knuckle Garage, there's another one. We got a lot of Busted Knuckle stuff. I can't remember if my wife made this or if Matt had it made, but it's a Cadillac hubcap with Coca-Cola lids. We love them little baby Cokes and little baby Coke bottles. Ford sign. These are not original signs. Some of these are. That's metal. That might be. I'm not sure. Nova sign. Woodward Avenue, which is in Michigan. That's where the, I guess the Rod Brun or whatever it is. Something they do up there. Cruising Woodward. I'm not sure. That's stuff from the Holly shows. I have a signed, where is it? I have a signed Nova framed from the owners of the Blue Nova. What was that guy's name? He had a wife that was always flagging out in front of him. I can't remember his name. Life is short, floor it. That's what looks like some of the Rat Pink stuff. I fixed your horn, your brakes. I fixed your brakes, so I couldn't fix your brakes. I just made your horn louder. What am I doing? I'm getting tongue-tied. That's the Mobile Gas. Very few of these are original signs, but we used to have a sign like that, I believe, on my mom and dad's store years ago. The Mountain Dew. Genuine Chevy parts. Some of our old signs. This is the Wall of Shame, where we've put a lot of cars that we've worked on. There's a DeLorean. We didn't work on that. That was at Disney World or somewhere. Jaws. There's a picture of our V-Cross from years ago. It was sitting out there in the snow before we ever built this garage. So that was pretty cool. Matt trying to climb Stone Mountain when he was little. There's a Nova that we found at a car show. Awesome. That's our Mustang we used to have. So we're taking the tour. That's a Chevy that we fixed. We raised it up. It fell apart on us because it's so rotten. I think that's the Mustang motor that we built. One of our Suburbans. My dad's old Ford truck. I'd like to have another one like that. That's Matt's Mustang that he had back in the day. It was the original Eleanor, or a copy of the original Eleanor, not the Eleanor. And everybody thinks Eleanor's green. She was not. She was yellow. It's my friend's mom's Trans Am. All kinds of stuff. The Wall of Shame. This is the most room I've had in this garage in 20 years. I got one clean garage door. And we got so many more things to do. So much more. We're going to do something over here. I've still got to put a sink in. There's a place there for a sink. Pink Floyd. That's a puzzle that my wife put together. It's a puzzle. That's pretty cool. Car show stuff, Summer Nights Cruise, Irish flag. My son's proud that we're Irish. I did clean the big red parts washer out and the drill press, cleaned it up a little bit. We're almost ready. But I've done a little tour of the shop. I'm glad you guys hung out with me. I do appreciate it. If you want to see what's happening next, please subscribe. Join us next time. Hopefully we'll get this cleaned up enough where we can get our new project in here and start working on it. We've got to fix also my grandson's Chevrolet that we've got all the videos on. That thing is down again. It's blown another gasket or seal somewhere. We're just going to replace everything all at once. I'm going to tear the engine down, clean it up. Chevy Cruise, yeah, I got a bunch of videos on that. But that's the first time we've been able to walk all the way around the shop uninterrupted. That's pretty cool in a long time. Thanks you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Hang in there and stay clean, everybody.